And so what we aim to do when we're giving the body a condition where cancer cannot survive, we look at starving the cancer.
Dr. Barbara O'Neill is well known in the world of health and natural healing, has always advocated a healthy diet and good practices. It is the main key in the fight against cancer. She developed a method based on a diet designed to starve cancer cells, depriving them of the nutrients they need to multiply. So in this video, Dr. Barbara O'Neill will explore how to starve cancer by killing cancer cells present in our bodies without needing treatment.
And when you have a look at many cancers have a fungal component, what does fungus love? Glucose. So let's look at the cell. And we'll be going to the cell a few times this week. So the glucose goes into the cell, and when it gets into the cell, it goes through a 20-step pathway. These are 20 little chemical reactions, and that gives us 2 units of energy. Now this 20-step pathway is a pathway that does not use oxygen. It creates energy by the process of fermentation. The end result of this 20-step pathway is a chemical form of glucose called pyruvate. And pyruvate, as the chemical form of glucose, gets fed into the 8-step pathway. This 8-step pathway is called the powerhouse of the cell, because this 8-step pathway delivers 36 units of energy. So how come a 20-step pathway only gives 2 units of energy? How come an 8-step pathway gives 36 units of energy? The difference is oxygen. Now this pathway here, this 20-step pathway, is very fast. It's a very fast pathway, to the point that it's consuming 15 times the glucose. This pathway is a slow pathway. So you can see cancer loves no oxygen, cancer loves 15 times the glucose. This is where cancer loves to thrive. This is called the glycolytic pathway in the cell. This is the mitochondria, specifically the Krebs cycle in the cell. Now, a normal cell will just pass through here, but the cancer cell's consuming huge amounts and often is just running up there. And most people with cancer, you ask what their energy levels are like. Very low energy. You see, it's only giving 2 units of energy compared to 36 units of energy. We have 25 trillion red blood cells, and the red blood cells carry the oxygen, the red blood cells carry the nutrients, the red blood cells carry the water, and the red blood cells carry away the waste.
Cancer cells are notorious for their insatiable appetite for glucose, a simple sugar that fuels their rapid growth. Unlike normal cells, which can utilize various energy sources, cancer cells predominantly rely on glucose for their metabolic needs. This reliance on sugar makes it possible to starve cancer cells by limiting their glucose supply through diet. Dr. Barbara O'Neill's approach hinges on this principle, aiming to reduce the availability of glucose while providing the body with nutrient-dense, cancer-fighting foods.
And when you consider that cancer cells consume 15 times the glucose, we aim for a diet that is very low glucose. So what would that diet be? It would be high vegetable. Vegetables are high in fibre. They're high in minerals and low in sugars.
One of the cornerstones of Dr. Barbara O'Neill's dietary recommendations is a high intake of vegetables. Vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber, all of which play a crucial role in supporting the body's natural defenses against cancer. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cauliflower are particularly potent due to their high levels of sulforaphane, a compound known for its anti-cancer properties. Additionally, leafy greens, rich in chlorophyll and other phytonutrients, help to detoxify the body and reduce inflammation, creating an environment less conducive to cancer growth.
So what we suggest is no fruit for 6 weeks. You see, fruit is high in fibre, high in sugars, low in minerals. And a lady said to me, "But Barbara, God made fruit good." I said, "That's right. He made fruit very good. And fruit is delicious. But if someone has a certain condition in their body, they need to do some adjustments until they conquer that condition, and then they can ease back on the fruit." What one writer, he explained it like this: having no fruit for 6 weeks, it's like having a sledgehammer effect on cancer. See, we live in a body that can heal itself. We just need to give it the right conditions. So it's important to understand why we keep the fruit away for 6 weeks.
While fruits are generally considered healthy, Dr. Barbara O'Neill advises a temporary elimination of fruits, particularly those high in sugar, for an initial period of 6 weeks. The rationale behind this recommendation lies in the fact that even natural sugars found in fruits can potentially feed cancer cells. By cutting out fruits, the goal is to further reduce the availability of glucose, thereby starving the cancer cells of their primary energy source. During this period, individuals can focus on consuming vegetables, proteins, and fats, gradually reintroducing fruits with lower sugar content, such as berries, after the initial phase. Some fruits, such as berries, have a lower sugar content and are rich in antioxidants, making them a better option for those concerned about cancer. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are packed with fiber and vitamins, but contain less sugar than other fruits. Additionally, they have been shown to have anti-cancer properties, such as the ability to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation.
So high vegetable, generous proteins. So what are the generous proteins? Legumes, nuts and seeds. They're the cleanest burning fuels.
Protein is another vital component of Dr. Barbara O'Neill's cancer-fighting diet. Proteins are essential for the body's repair processes, immune function, and overall health. Dr. Barbara O'Neill recommends generous portions of protein, particularly from plant-based sources such as legumes, nuts, and seeds. These sources provide not only protein, but also healthy fats, fiber, and various phytonutrients that support overall health. By ensuring adequate protein intake, the body can maintain its strength and resilience, which is particularly important during cancer treatment and recovery.
And healthy fats. These are your nuts and your seeds. And the two oils that have been used for centuries are the coconut and the olive oil. I probably prefer the taste of olive oil. It's up to you. I don't drink a cup a day. It's a very concentrated food. Just have a little bit, just a little. So that's the basic food that we would give someone who's endeavouring to conquer cancer. Starving the body of the high glucose diet. Yes, every cell requires glucose to run, but this powerhouse, because it's slower, it's very happy to wait from the glucose that comes from the vegetables and the proteins and the fats.
Healthy fats, according to Dr. Barbara O'Neill, are crucial for maintaining cellular health and supporting the body's energy needs without feeding cancer cells. Sources like coconut oil, olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds provide the body with essential fatty acids that are necessary for various bodily functions. Coconut oil, in particular, is noted for its medium-chain triglycerides, which can be used by the body for energy without converting into glucose. This makes it an ideal fat source for those looking to minimize glucose availability to cancer cells.
Starve the fungus, the cancer, Make sure there is no exposure to chemicals and no exposure to molds.
Dr. Barbara O'Neill's approach to cancer management goes beyond diet. She emphasizes the importance of a holistic lifestyle that includes regular physical activity, stress management, and adequate sleep. Exercise helps to improve circulation, boost the immune system, and reduce insulin levels, all of which contribute to a less favorable environment for cancer growth. Stress management, through practices like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing, can help to lower cortisol levels and support overall well-being. Adequate sleep is essential for the body's repair processes and immune function, both of which are critical in the fight against cancer. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips and information.